30 laps around this 3-mile road course here from Monza. We are here at the Monza road course, in for a good race here tonight. And we here this afternoon. 96 degrees, and we also have two F1 drivers making their, we have two F1 drivers, not one, but two F1 drivers. Matthew Campton is back in the 51, starting 14th, and racing full-time in F1, the former Crazy Sports Good League winner in this league, Nathan Rockhill, has returned. He's in the 12 this weekend. And also, Nolan Farley raced in the race yesterday. But, of course, we saw Matthew Campton get to victory lane. And, of course, on lap number 2, Nolan Farley crashed out. And here we go from Monza. Let's see where your favorite drivers are starting. And once again, pre-race ceremonies before we started the stream. Row 1, it's Riley Poindexter and Kwame Raider. Then it's going to be Boston Matthews, Rodrigo Patino Romo in row 2. Row 3 is Garrett Irwin and Owen Fischel. Row 4, we have Grant Irwin and Austin Horner. Row 5, it's Abshar Khan and Jonathan Stevenson. Rounding out the rest of the top 20, it's Bailey Winstead, Grady Broughton, Landon Gillett, Matthew Campton, Braden Mills, Ryan Calloway, Cole Flick, Maya Dimmick, Nate Rao, Luke Dockery. That's your top 20. Rounding out the rest of the field, it's Quentin Sheff, Finn Pearson, Dry Lomax, Nolan Farley, Aaliyah Dean, Cam Reich, last week's winner. Then it's going to be Jordan Spencer, Kinsey Arnett, Audrey Schreiner, Nathan Rockhill, and, of course, Skylar Nanny. Nick Green is watching on. We are here from Monza, the return of the Monza road course, the F1 version. And we are here. We are green flag racing at the Monza road course. And we are green flag racing from Monza as they enter the front straightaway down to the bus stop, down to the chicane. And it's side by side. Remember, this track was not made for stock cars. This track was made for F1 open wheel cars. And through the chicane area there, not a bad job by everybody as they went through the first chicane. Campton is up to 13th. He's already gained a spot here. Look at this battle behind them. Campton now side by side with the 21, but Campton, he knows how to drive here. And it's side by side throughout the field. Here comes Callaway down to the inside on Campton. Almost 3 wide back in the field here. As we see Campton able to clear the 21. Winstead and Broughton ahead of them, about side by side here. What's Campton going to do here? He's not going to do anything. He's just going to stay there in 13th. While interior leader, Kwame Raider. Raider leads on lap number 1. We are done racing through those chicanes for now. 30 laps around this big road course. It will be a long race for these drivers. Out of the final corner here. It's a very hot and grueling day for everybody. Lap 1 is led by Kwame Raider. We enter turn 1 slash the... Yeah, as we enter turn 1 slash the chicane. Contact made between the leaders. You saw the 70 trying to get trying to get around them, but couldn't. We see in 12th, it's the 51, as he was able to get around the 55. And about the 61, as the 65 is there as well. Here comes Landon Gillett. Gillett will clear Broughton, but Broughton is there once again. Broughton to the inside, side by side for that spot, and it's going to be Broughton who's taking 13th away. But Campton is up to 12th. The Copter 2, 51 is a good car, and why I say that is because he is a former, because he won this race yesterday. So I'm not shocked that he's up front right now. Here's the 33, trying to close back in on the 46. This is actually pretty much the first full F1 road course that we have raced at. Hampton trying to close back in on the number 15 here. We see the 33 there on the rear end of the 46. Boston Matthews was fast in practice. Let's take a look back down at 11th here. The 15 is there. And now back up front. Here we go. What's the 33 going to do? Poindexter goes to the inside. Can't take the lead. Side by side for second. Around goes Poindexter. Poindexter gets into the dirt. She spins. And it's side by side in front of them. Move Campton up inside the top 11. Here comes Kahn. Kahn there. Look at Winstead. She wants 9th. Side by side for position between these two. It's the 47 and 15 side by side. They both make contact. The 15 runs off the grass. He runs off the track just a bit. And here comes the 51 of Campton. Campton there in 11th. Now he is there right on the tail end of the 15. What's Campton going to do here soon? Campton trying to get a good run here. Trying to close back in on the 15, but can't so far. But it's your leader, though. It's Kwame Raider who leads here from Monza. The 29 is right on the rear end of the 46, as we see the 51 back in 11th. But back up front through the final corner, Raider has led all 3 laps here in Monza. Come to lap number here on lap number 4. 29 is there. Let's see, any passes in the pack here? Not that I can see. Let's ride along with the 51. We are riding along with yours truly, Matthew Campton. There is I think a wreck or some sort. Nathan Rockhill is on pit road. Looks like that Cam Reich was involved in that scuff up as well. Reich has damage. Campton now trying to close the gap back on your leaders. Trying to pass the 15. As it's still Raider who leads here in Monza. Taking a look at the 70 right behind them. 70 is there. Here comes the the 29. Matthews trying to take the lead there, but she couldn't. They're high speed. They are going high speeds through these corners. Down the straightaway now. Through the final corner. Comes to lap number 5. It's a close battle up front. Kwame Raider, Boston Matthews 1 and 2. Kwame Raider is going to lead lap number 4. Hampton is sitting in 11th after starting in 14th. Here comes the 29 to the inside. And now it's going to be side by side between these two. The 29 gets off the track. She slides. The 29 slides. Here comes the 1. The 1 gets around the 29. And now the 33 will go around behind them. The 33 tried, and now she is on her side. The 33 got too aggressive there. There is an accident on lap number 5. 33 tried to get around the 51, but couldn't. Heavy damage for Riley Poindexter. They're about to go 3 wide, I think. No, they're not, but it looked like that. They were going 3 wide. The 33 gets airborne. And around goes Maya Dimmick. Dimmick already won a race this year at Indianapolis. So although she already spun, it really doesn't matter. We are keeping an eye on that 22. She is there in 30th. Team Penske having a horrible day today. As we see Kwame Raider continuing to lead here in Monza. Lap 6 is on the board. We are 5 laps down. We have completed 5 laps here from Monza. And it's going to be side by side, I think, for second. No, it's not. I think if they go side by side through that corner, the driver on the outside, if they get into the dirt, they will go around. As we're now entering the corner where my Poindexter tried to pass the 51, but she ended up wrecking herself. Here comes the 51 of Campton. Closing in on the 15. Still can't make a pass. "25 laps to go at Monza. There are mandatory pit stops. We will see pit stops. Tempers flaring, and tempers are heated. And this track and the air is heated. Very hot race here from Monza. It's a 4/10 of a second lead now, closing for Raider. It's Raider, Irwin, and Horner. Garrett and Grant Irwin, second and third. Let's watch the 70 here. 70 goes to the top, tries to get the run, but couldn't. The 82 there, tries to take second, but he couldn't there. They save it from going around, and the 74 almost went around there. But he was able to save it. It's a 7-second gap back to 11th place running Matthew Campton. Campton is just slowly but surely picking up some speed, but he's still sitting back in 11th, and that's not bad. Campton did say, though, that all these races that he's running right now, it is helping him get ready for next year. It's Matthew Campton running full time next season. He's not running the full schedule this weekend. This season, but next season he is. Matthew Campton in the 51. right now, but he's going to be in the 32 full-time next season for the same team. But yeah, Matthew Campton is one of the drivers to watch for exiting pit stops. Here comes the 70. The 70 tried to take the lead through the final corners, but he couldn't. Kwame Raider out of the final corner. Up to lap number 8. A bunch of lap cars still way in front of them. We enter the first couple corners here. The 29 there, and it's going to be side by side for 5th. Official there, and the 29 gets off the track. The 29 is still there on the 41, still cannot make the pass happen. How about this, folks? Top 10 run now for Matthew Campton. Nolan Farley in 21st. Top 10 car for Campton now. But all Team Penske cars are not running so good. Oh, Stevenson is on pit road. Campton gets a little aggressive there. Campton now trying to close in on the 15, trying to pass her up. Back up front, the 70 is there, battling the 46. The 70 is such a fast car. Garrett Irwin, really fast 70 machine. The 46 has the lead onto lap number 9. Here comes the 70 though. Garrett Irwin is there. Contact made between the leaders. Here comes the 82. Contact made between them. As we see the 15 on pit road. Some back markers are pitting now. Some back markers in the back of the top 10 are pitting now. And that should be good. It's a 46 who has the lead here from the 46 has the lead here from Monza. I think they also have the getting off the track rules as well. The 15 is there. They're in 24th. We are keeping an eye on that 51, just 9 seconds back from the leaders. We have a battle for the lead. But Irwin could not take the lead there. Are there any other front runners coming to pit road this time? Not this lap. As it's still Campton inside the top 10. So you see the 70 there. Side by side between these two. 29 use the outside. And side by side between these two here. The 55 is there. Here comes the 51. Campton is there. He goes to the top. Great run by Matthew Campton. Now he goes to the top side of the 55. The 55 almost got airborne. But Campton runs back in 10th. As your leader continues to be Kwame Raider on lap 10. next time by, we will have our short little break, and this time we will ride along with the season 34 champion of Austin Horner. As you continue to see a battle for the lead, Austin Horner is just putting himself in the best position possible to potentially take the points lead. As we know, if Farley continues to run as far back as he is right now, we will see a points lead. We will see a points change, a new points leader after Monza. If Farley continues to run far back like he is right now. Let's ride along with the one. You won't miss a thing. We will be back after the break. We have 15 laps to go, and pit stops are underway here from Monza. 15 laps to go. And the driver with the most amount of fuel. Who's going to win it? Does Amshar Khan have enough fuel to actually make it to the finish? Khan right now has the most fuel up front. But it will be interesting. With 14 laps to go, will the 15 save enough fuel to get to victory lane? That's Bailey Winstead. Hampton there in 18th. Callaway. And yeah, Callaway had a horrible pit stop. Quinn Chef as well. Oh my gosh, Boston Matthews way deep in the field. As your leader still has not pitted yet. As the laps continue to wind down, that's not going to be good. We will have to see the top 5 pit. 14 to go. How long will the 15 go without pitting? Same as the 82. We know that the 82 will have to pit one more time. But I think the 83 is in the clear to win this race. Pit strategy might be the savior for Amshar Khan's season, as the 46 continues to lead here in Monza. Here comes Patino Romo. Romo there in second. Patino Romo in second. This is about to get really good here. Here we go. The 46 has the lead. 13 laps to go. The 15 cannot make it on fuel. The 82 will not be able to make it on fuel. It's going to be interesting with 13 to go. Is the 83 going to burn a lot of fuel to force him to pit? We will see more pit stops. Pit strategy. Fuel mileage race here from Monza. We will be back after a quick break here, as we are right along with the 46. We are almost to 10 laps to go. The 83 has 20 laps left on his fuel. We will see. Oh, and into the wall goes a 77. Hard hit into the wall goes a 77. A top 10 day for F1 champion Matthew Campton. And I do have to see, though, Cole Flick running in 11th. How about this top 10? We will see drivers pit still. But right now, 11 laps to go. There are no more pit stops. Garrett Irwin might be in the best spot to take the win away. Grant Irwin has the lead here from Monza. He is coming down pit road, and Amshar Khan will take the lead across the line. 10 laps of racing left here in Monza. Nate Rounds coming down pit road. 77 with heavy damage to that race car. And here we go, the 33 now coming out right in front of the 70. The 70 and 33 both make contact. The 65 Landon Gilliott looking for his second win of the year. But right now, Amshar Khan, 12-second advantage. Top 5 now for the 51. How about the 41 there in 4th? This is a good battle back here for position. Here comes the 41 on the 65. He goes around and gets airborne. Up to 4th goes the 51, but the 65 just got taken out of contention to win this race. We know that the 41 has to pit. Matthew Campton will most likely get a top 3 finish. If the 83 pits, Campton might get 2nd. We will potentially see Matthew Campton get his best career finish of 2nd. Poindexter running in last. She's not having a good race. That 12 is in 29th. That's Nathan Rockhill. Pit strategy has worked out for these drivers, but most importantly, it's definitely worked out for the 51. The 3 is coming down pit road. He is pitting this time, and the 65 is there. He's in 5th. Gilliott to 5th. Here comes the 51. He wants 3rd. But he's not being too aggressive. Amshar Khan, 9 laps to go here from Monza. Things are getting crazy here tonight. Here comes the 83. 9 laps to go. F1 superstar Matthew Campton running in 4th. Right now, Mike will most likely get 3rd, as Fishel will have to pit. The 70 is there right in front of both of them. 9 laps to go for Khan. You can see Garrett Irwin in the background. 10 seconds separate both of them. The rate of fuel that the 83 is burning is quite a lot. We know for a fact it will probably take a couple more laps for the 51 to close in on second place, Irwin, as a 41 pits this time. But right now, it's a top 2 run for Garrett Irwin and Matthew Campton. They're second and third, but they will most likely be the leaders near the end of this race. The 83 is second lap traffic. It's a 6-second lead. The gap from the lead to second is closing. The 83 gets hit just a bit. He gets off the racetrack just a bit there. Now it's a 4-second advantage. The 70 aggressive as he hits those little turtle areas. And here we go on lap 23. We know for a fact 8 laps to go here from Monza. The 83 is not going to win here this afternoon. He's going to pit in the 83. Contact made with Rockhill. Rockhill made contact with your leader. Hampton now is in position to get his first career win now. He is there right behind the 70. Don't count out Matthew Campton. It's Kahn who leads. We're in the final corner. He is just a bit good on field, just barely, but he's not going to be able to make it on field though. We have 7 laps to go. Kahn, your leader. He will have to pit. He is sitting there in the lead. 7 laps left on his fuel. You can see the 33 and 12 there. They go side by side in the 12. Oh my goodness, and the 83 gets off the track. The 83 gets off the track. Here comes the 70. That's going to slow him up just a bit. And the 51 is going to be in between the lappers, I think. Let's watch the 51. He's going to be in between the 70 and the 60. Garrett Irwin is pulling away now from Matthew Campton. It's going to be a battle between Irwin and Campton for the win here in Monza. Garrett Irwin looking to win for the first time in a while. The 51 and 60 are side by side. Look at the 65 right there as well. The 51 gets around the 60. Now the 65 wants to pass the 60. Looks like he will. That's Gillett. How about this now? Enter Campton to second place. But it's a huge gap back to second for your leader, as the 33 will get around the 70. And it's going to be side by side between these two. And that's going to let the 51 close the gap just a bit. You saw the 33 trying to get around the number 70. 6 laps to go here from Monza. Here comes the 33. She gets off the track, and the 70 goes airborne. The 70 airborne. The 46 is there, 5 seconds back. Rader, he will get a top 5. And now, here we go. Campton wants to get around that 33 as quick as possible. Look at this 60. That's the lap car going after the 65. And the 51 was just going crazy there. The 60 now. Underneath this 65 will not get around him. Gilliatt still in front of Skylar Naney, which is not good for the 51. Look at the 51 using the top. Here comes Campton. You can tell how aggressive he is being right now. The 60 gets around the 65. And now it's going after the 51. But I don't know how the 60 will do through the chicane. Here we go, here from Monza to the chicane, down turn number 1. The turn 1 chicane, the 60 is going to be behind the 51. And the 51 spins out. Campton spins out. It's his chances of getting a win, but he's still inside the top 5. Campton was in position to win at Monza. He spins out, and Garrett Irwin has the lead. Mistake by F1 champion. And how about Luke Dockery there in 4th? But yeah, a mistake by the F1 champion Campton as he sits back in 5th. He continues to slide his tires. And guys, it's a 4-second lead for your leader. Garrett Irwin just needs to run 5 more perfect laps. Chaos here at the tail end of this race. We have seen some spins already here in Monza. Look at this, to the inside goes to 33. They both make contact. The 65 is going to close back in. Poindexter will pass your leader. Now the leader trying to get back around the 33. The 65 will close back in quickly. Here comes the 70 now. To the inside now. Can't get around the 33. It ain't over until it's over and the leader will go around. The 65 will retain the lead. But Garrett Irwin goes around. Landon Gilliatt to the lead on lap 27. Landon Gilliatt to the lead on lap 27. What is happening in Monza? If it gets to the worst, we might see a Matthew Campton win. But right now, it's a battle between the 46 and the 65. And do not count out the 11 right there. Here comes the 46. Side by side, they both make contact. The 11 already won a race this year, but it was Nolan Vernango back at Sonoma. Dockery trying to win, trying to steal one here in Monza. Campton, you see him 4 seconds back. They're in 4th, side by side for the lead through the final corner. Back up front goes Columbia Raider. And the 65 is slow. The 46 out of nowhere. Back up front in Monza. And the 65 is there. We have 3 laps to go. We have 3 laps to go. 2 seconds back is Dockery. Anything can happen in the last 3 laps. Will Landon Gilliott steal one here in Monza? It's been a very good race. Where does the 70 fall back to? Oh my goodness. Irwin falls outside the top 10. Horner is inside the top 10. No points today for Nolan Farley. Austin Horner, I think, will be our points leader. Let's take a look at the points. Crazy racing here from Monza. Kwame Raider coming to 2 laps to go. It's Raider and Gilliott 1 and 2. Kwame Raider, the last car to pit, so of course he's up front because he has fresher tires. But don't count out any of the leaders yet. Coming up next week, we have Brands Hatch, the return of Brands Hatch. And that should be a good one. Kwame Raider, 2 laps to go, trying to get his second career win. Looking at the points, Horner is 3 points back from the points lead. Lily Horner will not take the points lead after today, but Nolan Farley is not getting any points. And if Kwame Raider wins this race, he overshoots the points leader and will not get the regular season championship. As Austin Horner will, I think, take the points lead. I will have to check. It's going to be interesting. Campton there back and forth, but it might be too little too late. Raider has not won a race this year. Looking for win number 1. A little spin in the back of the field as it was Cam Reich. I think that spun just a little bit. It's a little bit too little, too late for the 65. How about best career finish for Matthew Campton, we say. 4th place for Campton, 1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank. Yes, that's right, Credit One Bank is sponsoring the white flag here, but it is all Kwame Raider. Good through the first corner, and the 65 is 2 seconds back. You can see the 65 speed. His speed is not there. He's not going to be able to steal one. A top 5 finish for the 51. I'm telling you this, if Campton hadn't wrecked, he would have won this race. But it's still going to be a 4th place finish for Matthew Campton. But Kwame Raider, he is good on the road courses, and he is extra good on the road courses out of the country. As we head to Brands Hatch next week, Kwame Raider does not need to worry about points. All he can think about is gearing up for the championship race. Kwame Raider. Now, his speed was unmatched. He pitted late. We saw chaos from the pole. Not from the pole. Fast car. Kwame Raider will win at Monza. He wins at the Monza road course over Landon Gilliott and Luke Dockery. Man, what a race. We saw some chaos. And we saw a top 5 for not only Grady Broughton, but that 51. Oh my goodness. Austin Horner is not going to get the points lead. He's going to be -1 on the points leader of Nolan Farley. Nolan Farley somehow gets a top 10. As Ryan Calloway gets last. Man, what a race here from Monza.